Okay, Glenn, you had something that you wanted to bring up. Todd's taking all the time, but.
So that's all been seconded.
Todd did what?
Glenn Sladek, 73261 Markville Road. I had asked at the last meeting, as far as, I was directed with, from, was it Kelly Schroeder at the Truth of Taxation meeting, that I should, public information, at the very least, the township should be able to give me the check register. So, and my taxes, I just want, I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change. I just want to know where the spending is at, as well as a lot of people here. Anyway, I was flat out denied. My request. I'll tell you, Jan, and that's fine. I just dropped it at that, and that's fine. No big deal. But what I had asked, what I consider to be public information, you considered it not so much. I think in the long short of it. But anyway, my question tonight for you then, if I am not privileged to that public information, okay, just let me ask.
Okay.
If I am not privileged to that public, what I'm calling public information, the check register, then may I ask who is? Who?
Well, we have.
That's my question.
Okay, on the table there is a list of all the checks and stuff that are.
I'm prepared. I would be prepared to pay for the copies as it's stated. But I'm happy just looking at it.
We have some right here.
It's $193,000. I don't expect your budget for this year, if I remember right, $193,500, something like that. I just want to know. That's a lot of money. Where's it going? Keep it honest for everybody, and I think.
Well, we haven't got that. That's next year.
That's proposed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
We were
the
at
budget
last year, 130
Yeah,
or
I'm a
something.
year behind. What I get it, but
You see
I
the
just
checks and receipts are here?
I just want.
There's a
If
list.
we keep this the word they use there was transparent, I think a lot of this stuff, this would help you guys be a lot more well-oiled machine. I really do.
Here's a claims list.
Is this a copy from me?
No,
Oh, okay.
you can look at it, it's not.
No, okay.
You can look at it, but you
I get it,
can't
and
take it.
that's
but
exactly
you
what,
can- yeah, but
that's
you
exactly
can-
what I was,
Yeah,
that's what I wanted.
Yeah, you can look at
Yeah,
it.
so it's that easy. And I'm all prepared right now to sit and write down a bunch of stuff, but as long as it's there for me to.
Make a copy of it.
Catch up
No,
with, just,
because that's.
just a
that's-
second, excuse me. You guys, this can work. It really can. I think that lady, I don't even know what your name is, but you're right on board. I think at this annual meeting coming up, this is going to be the first time I've ever attended. I've been paying taxes to you guys for 30 years here, 31 years maybe. This will be the first annual meeting I've gone to. I should have went to the last one. But at that time, you guys probably would have hauled me out down. I don't know. No, I don't think it would have. I don't think it would have went that way. But I'm just saying, keep it open, keep it transparent. That's the time. Don't let anybody do your thinking before you let somebody else do your thinking for you. Okay, this is a lot of this zoning and stuff. From what I'm seeing, I'd be the kind of guy that would say, keep it all here at the township level, because I hate it when you lose control of stuff. We all lose. We don't care for that stuff. We want to keep control. Okay, in this case, if this township was a well-oiled machine paying its bills and in the black and not raising people's taxes crazy due to a lot of overreach on the government side here, this being the government, as far as a lot of extra zoning, I'd say at this point, what have you got to lose to turn it back? But that's only my opinion. I'm only one person. There's maybe a majority that obviously wanted it staying here at home. I'm thinking at this point, who runs the, who gets elected at the township annual meeting? Who officiates it? I'm going to say, what's the word?
Whoever the people want.
A moderator.
A moderator. Okay. Can I ask? How does that process happen that day?
Ask the people.
At the annual meeting, somebody from the 4,
Okay.
nominate somebody to be the moderator.
Okay, is there a chance for a rebuttal, a chance for a runoff moderator? Is there an automatic?
Usually there's just one person nominated, and everybody, I've never heard of
Okay, then-
disagreeing with the.
Do we run it as Robert's rules at that point? Do we run, how is that meeting run? It's a free-for-all like this, because nothing gets done, and I just don't want to.
No, they've ended up as free-for-alls, yeah,
Okay, because
nobody wants to, act like an adult.
well, I think we can though. And
Yeah,
I think if we
should.
take baby steps, this is perfect.
Yeah, this is.
That's exactly what, that helps.
No.
So that's pretty much, that's kind of where I'm
You
at.
can look at it,
Yeah.
but we can't let you take it home with you, but you can.
That's a copy of it would be great to take home.
It's supposed to be particularly displayed in the municipality.
Oh, it's been displayed right here.
That's, for the first time we've seen that, that's nice. Well, I've been asking for it for a year.
But I'm just happy, this is what it's about, and that's.
Well, I can tell you one thing, yeah, we did have to raise levies, because for one thing, like the gravel, the expenses for the gravel went way up. Because my husband had been delivering gravel for
30 years.
practically giving it away. And when he was no longer able to do that, then we had to buy it from
That'll be
someone.
reflected in there.
Yeah,
That'll
and
show,
so that
but-
would, yeah, so that would do good. And like the cemetery fund, like we said, that people used to donate to that, well, nobody's donating to that, so we had to raise the levy on that in order to maintain the cemetery.
Yeah.
And it does more than just the cemetery. The cemetery fund also does the mowing, is included for the town hall, down the greater garage, and down at Tozier.
Floyd.
Yeah, that's all included in it,
Yeah,
so.
and I get
people
it,
don't
for me to get a grasp on my taxes when the annual, the appraisal, my appraisal, not the appraisal.
The assessed.
Yes, the assessed value went up, Pine County went up 79%. Arna Townships went up 243.34%. This is why I've got the, so that's still, I built the
I think
bill.
Bob's gonna address that.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna pay it, I'm not careful, I just wanna look and see what could it have gone up. I wanted to know that, now I am, and this is good. This is how it can work. When somebody, I'm not gonna show you this, good luck with that, as Bob told me on the phone. I said, I just wanna ask, you told me, good luck with that. When I hear things like that, it's like, come on, wait, if it's not hidden, no, there's
It was just
nothing to
something-
be,
it needed
nothing
to
to
get
be
pulled
known.
together.
No, and then the
Let him
second
finish.
thing is, at this table, you are elected officials. You're, okay? I come here, I'm a presenter now, I've waited my turn, I come here, I've always been at like a presenter's table, and, so, it can look really artificial. I don't know how come Bob is at that table, or how come a presenter, any presenter, because it almost looks to me like there's one person running the show, and I'm probably wrong here. I'm just saying, maybe I'm not right, maybe it's just, but I don't, you guys are the elected ones, and if you got something to present, Bob, you come here and you wait your turn and you present it in such an orderly fashion, and then you too take your seat. When the presentation
Which
is
I
done.
would do if I was like you, if I was a citizen.
Bob, excuse me, now here's the deal. I just sat and listened to you last meeting for 16 minutes that I got on tape blabbering on and on. I didn't interrupt you once. I appreciate if you do the same for me. You got it?
Oh,
That
yeah.
You sitting at the side of that table, just like what I'm talking about. You give the false impression that you got some authority.
Now,
He's right.
He's exactly right.
That's where I'm going.
okay, now we heard you when you got your
Point across.
point across
I'm
now.
done with my
Good job,
presentation. I
man.
like hearing you.
Thanks, Glenn.
Can I tell you that Ogema and Duxbury put this on their website for people to download and see?
Okay.
You sit here, well, you can't take it, you can't take pictures, you can't get copies, you can't, what is the big secrecy? What is the big, These guys, you got a lot to learn from Duxbury and Ogema. And I hope they dump you, dude, honestly. But they put this on the website, you know that, right? I'm just bringing this up. You can have this back.
So what's next?
We'd love to see this on the website.
Like, you know,
We'd love to see that on the website.
there's comments made about me that I need to respond to. Number one, you know, he's walked out. I'm an employee of the board. If I was like Glenn, a citizen approaching the board, then yes, it would be appropriate for me to sit out there. I sit to the side here because every month there's a zoning report from your employee. And in that sense, I'm part of the larger board. I'm not a supervisor. There's also could be a clerk, there could also be a treasurer. You know, I have, as far as I know, the permission of the board to sit here. The subject has come up any number of times. And I think this thing's a bunch of baloney that I'm running the sideboard, that I'm the puppet master, having strings over all of you people, making you vote a certain way. The whole notion of it is rather stupid to begin with, you know?
There's no secret, Bob.
If I had the puppet strings, you know, we wouldn't suspend the zoning thing. You know, I didn't say a word during that. How much am I interrupting and usurping my will upon the board? You know, number one. Number two is, I had a conversation both with Terry Lovegren, who is our retired or outvoted outgoing county commissioner, as well as Kelly Schroeder, about the tax meeting that you guys are talking about.
I was there.
Right. And it is in, yes, they said to show the check register, but that's not appropriate because of the Data Privacy Act, which Kelly herself did not know. And I can show you an email, I was not prepared to bring it, that Kelly Schroeder actually learned something from me.
Why don't you ask Reese Frederickson that question?
He has no power.
Because, you know, we do not show the check register to people because other than the 7-county metro area, we are exempt from the Data Privacy Act.
We heard that
As
before.
we have talked about innumerable times. So there is no obligation to show that information.
This is why we go round and round. What he's saying right now, just makes us fight and argue.
Just because we don't have to doesn't mean we should.
Well,
No,
sooner or
right,
later, you
exactly.
guys gotta do something. We've been drug out of this town hall for asking these questions, honestly. We don't want that. We don't want these guys to have to drive all the way out here for this nonsense. All we want is common sense, laws, and fairness here. We want to see our documents. Duxbury puts them on the website, like I said. Ogema puts them on the website. They all put them out there, but Arna does not. The 7-county metro area, the lawyers tell us not to give it to you. How long do you think you're going to stand behind that? Redly. It's baloney. You stand behind this
Why do you?
non-government organization called the Town Hall Association that is possibly funded by Soros. You know, it is a democratic Minnesota. I mean, that dude pumps all his money into these places to corrupt this.
That's enough.
I'm just
That's
suggesting it, just like he does, suggest. He has too much control over this board, too much input, and it's improper. We want to see our documents. That's,
Just what do you think?
we
Todd,
tried to see our
Todd,
treasurer,
can I talk?
can't do that.
Todd, let me ask you something. Just what is it that you think that has really been actually done that is so illegal?
Well, everything that you guys do to tell us we can't see it makes it even worse. But you know, we don't know where this money's
That's not
going.
the question.
Okay, here's the question, here's the question.
No, the answer. We're looking
I
for
want
the answer. Tom.
Okay. Okay, back in 22, you guys spent 40 grand over here. I wouldn't sign off when I was a supervisor up there. I asked a bunch of questions. I asked for the court stuff, the court documents, and also the summary of service to see where the money was, see what he was doing calling, and it's a big one. I'll give it to you. I have that part, but yeah, that's 40 grand over. We'll never see that. We'll never see a bit of it.
Do you think that, how do you think we could have done it any differently? I mean, don't we have to go according to the law?
If this was coming out of your pocket, Jan, you would not have done it.
What, we were supposed to
You
just-
would not have done it
we
like
were
that.
one of the biggest
I'm just saying.
complainers.
That is reckless spending. when you went after Claudia down here, that 82-year-old lady had just left, and spent another 20 grand down there, the judge told him to kick rocks, she ain't paying nothing. And then he said, that's when he made the comment about her blowing the
Now, wait,
judge.
you shut up now.
I got the
Sit down
videos,
and be quiet.
got the videos,
I don't
I'm just
believe
saying, you know. He shouldn't be writing any laws when he does that to
You can't
people,
believe videos anymore.
Well,
honestly.
I mean, really? The way things can be manipulated, you just don't know what you can believe and what you can't believe anymore.
yes.
Well, it was like a spending spree through the whole town, he brought the whole town
It's
to
awful
court.
funny that nobody else, we had a special closed meeting over that. And everybody that was in attendance at that meeting, not one of them had heard that. So you probably have something on video that nobody else at the meeting heard.
I'll pull it up.
Personal testimony of every
That doesn't
person
mean anything.
that was at that meeting.
I tried to show you at that meeting, but you were yelling. You were yelling. As soon as it got to that part, you said, get out of here! Shut up! Shut up! Call the police! That's what you did.
This is years ago. This stuff does not help you.
Yeah,
Anything
it's
that's
Oh, and I understand. He's the problem.
He doesn't,
Problem is right there.
We've heard it
You
five
know what?
times. We're taking steps. to
Okay.
keep the residents.
Right on. I'll be quiet now. Jan, I'm good. I'm
Punch your
good.
finger at Bob again.
Alright.
Punch your finger at Bob again.
Your problem's
Yeah,
right
and
there.
look at how many more fingers are
Your
pointing back
problem's-
at you.
your problem's right
Look at all
there.
the fingers pointing at you.
Jan,
Honestly, Jan, honestly.
Anyhow, is there
It's time to
anything else?
retire your pet.